Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Dash, double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Osh from the Great Millstone Miami camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Lord willing, is edifying. It's going to be a quick lesson, man. And in this lesson, I want to ask, how many times does the Apostle Elder Tahar have to tell you Negroes, you bonehead Negroes out there, to leave Keisha alone? Okay? How many videos does Apostle Tahar have to do before you ninjas get the point? Okay? And this is a lesson that I've been thinking about doing for about a week and some change now. You know, the spirit never really got on to say I'm going to do this lesson definitively, but it's a thought, right? Because I keep seeing Apostle Tahar, you know, of course he's always on fire doing videos on all topics, prophecy, news, but as of recently he has been putting up more than a few lessons going into, you know, another reason, you know, to stay away from the so-called black women, these big back hyenas. Okay? How many times he has to say it before you Jace get the point? And really it's the spirit. Okay, when we do these videos and go into these different topics and subjects, it's all through the spirit, especially from our apostles and elders, especially the head man, Apostle Tahar, right? When he does videos, it's not just, he may want to do a video, he may want to say something or something on his mind, right? Sometimes we know he has certain videos where he go into deeper, you know, breakdowns and topics, and other times he do a quick lesson, you know, just speaking on something real quick. But it's always through the spirit, it's always of the Lord. So if he do 10 videos telling Jake over and over to leave Keisha alone, to stay as far away from Keisha as possible, which he has been saying along with the other apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone have been saying for years, for decades. Okay? So if he is keep having to harp on this subject, that is because the Spirit of the Lord knows that there's more than a few of you Jakes out there, you brothers out there, that can't get the point. You don't get the point. Okay? And this is not to dick police. All right? I'm not one for dick policing. Okay? But as a man of the Lord, you have to have standards, man. That's just the bottom line. You like what you like, you're attracted to what you're attracted to, whatever. But as a man, you shouldn't be attracted to shit like this. Which I'm gonna play this video. This is again, I wanted to do this lesson before, but what inspired this lesson was this lesson that you see under here with this bug out Marquette, the saint in the center, right? Giving out that which is holy unto the dogs. And you know, I began to watch it, and as I always do, I read comments before I even finish the video. But I came across a comment where I believe the elder Yashawamba left a comment speaking on this bug out, and Apostle Tahar replied with a link to this video. Okay, sharing this video with the elder Yashawamba, you know, because certain brothers can have like inside jokes and certain things you share to a brother. They'll get it. You know a brother. What would make him laugh, or what I'm saying, what he may be interested in seeing. So he shared this link with Elder Yashawama. I clicked the link, and here you have this video by Mellow Bucks, which this demon bitch of a rapper was just viral a couple days ago because she had a music video, I believe, an event where it got shot up, and like 3 of her boyfriend died, I believe her best friend died, one of her good friends, and someone else. And you have a lot of people saying that was a blood sacrifice, a blood ritual, and you're gonna see this chick blow up now, right? Which is very well may be the case. But yeah, I can't stomach this video at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't stomach the visuals. I can't stomach the lyrics. I can't stomach the beat. The beat is wicked as hell. You gotta, you brothers out there like to listen to hip hop and rap. Just, throwing a little side note. You know what I'm saying? You might have to switch up the type of hip hop you listen to, man, because lyrics is one thing, but these certain beats can be very demonic. Okay? A lot of these fast trap beats, drill music, just look into Young Chop and how he formulated drill music. Okay? You can also look up what's called the devil's tritone. So, warlocks, you have a lot of these music producers that are actual warlocks, and they create the beat in a they are influenced by the spirit of Satan to create these different beats. Okay, to amplify the demons in the listeners, and that's exactly what this music does. Okay, if you even want to call this music, I don't even want to call this music. It sounds very chaotic, even from a mathematical equation. Music, beautiful music has a mathematical equation. Music is mathematics, right? You go into like classical music, Baroque music, and you study the frequencies, and you understand the mathematics behind it. It's a math that you can follow. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is chaotic. If you could actually see the mathematical formation behind this beat, it would be totally chaotic. It wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Just like you got certain music and you play it, certain frequencies and you play it. They got something called cymatics, where you have like sand on a plate and you send the frequencies in the plate. I'm pretty sure a lot of you better seen it, and the frequencies will shape the sand into a beautiful picture. But it has to be the frequencies has to be of a certain frequency, and if you have other frequencies, it will change the sand to look into like a chaotic, crazy way. So what you think is happening with the water and the cells in your body when you listen to this kind of music? Okay, so again, I don't like this type of music. I don't call this music, and I don't like these type of women that are in this video. But I know a lot of you brothers do. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest. I used to think women like this were attractive, but that's really fetish. That's a fetish because we grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm from Miami. Like, I grew up around ratchet, ghetto bitches. Okay? And when that's all you know, if all you've been fed was chicken your whole life, you're not gonna have a problem with chicken. You know what I'm saying? But when you know better, you do better. Okay? We have to grow up in all ways. And you brothers out there, again, I ain't dick policing. You do what the hell you want to do. But again, are you getting Apostle Tahar's point? Apostle Tahar ain't telling you, oh, you can't deal with, he ain't telling you what you can do with your rod. A man can't tell you, he ain't doing adultery, he ain't doing no mo shit. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want with your rod, but as a man of the Lord, you gotta have standards. And if you put our brother that'll put his rod in anything that got ass, oh, cause she got ass, then you really don't have no standards. You really don't love yourself for real, as you should. Okay. So again, I'm gonna play no more than 10 seconds of this bullshit. Okay.
Everybody get the fuck up. You got your bottles? Put the bitches in the air. Look, I said, I'm a gangster, but off liquor, I'ma throw this ass for
Alright, that's enough. Okay, so this is pure garbage, hot garbage. Okay, brain rot shit, man. Okay, you go through the comments and people actually like this shit, man. This the Chicago out of towners don't know. Let's go. I'm not even joking when I say this is one of the best songs I ever heard. Gets me in a great mood whenever I hear Hold Up. So, like, the fact they have to say I'm not even joking shows you that they know this is bullshit. They know this is garbage. They don't have good taste. A lot of these people don't have taste. You brothers out there, you gotta have taste. You gotta have good taste. Desire better for yourselves. You have to upgrade your palate. We have to acquire a taste for the finer things in life. We're kings, right? We're royalty, right? We're princes of the power, right? So why are you continue to go after shit like this? You feel me? If you meet a little cool, so-called, black woman, Southern King, and she cool, you know what I'm saying? You deal. But shit like this you ain't supposed to be dealing with, man. That's the point. The point is, if you gonna deal with a Southern child woman, you know what I'm saying, as a pastor, you shouldn't be dealing with them, period. You should be trying to go for the other nations. You be trying to, if anything, get you a muddy soul or something. Right? Shit, you could scoop up one of these illegal migrants and shelter her. Shit, she'll treat you right. She'll treat you better than Keisha will. Because she ain't trying to get deported anyway. Right? But again, if you have to, if you must, if you're attracted to the melanin, you got melanin madness. I know I got melanin madness, right? But if I'm gonna deal with a Southern child, it ain't gonna be these kind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Levite. You know what I'm saying? That had, 2 parents in the house that can take order from a man. You know what I'm saying? Or a West African type, South American type, but these American black women, for the most part, are totally off limits. I'm good. I'm straight. And again, I used to be attracted to shit like this, but you again, that's fetish. Like, you got certain J's that just like big women, they like fat women. 9 times out of 10, if you see their mama, she fat. You see their aunties and so they fat. So you think that's what he like, but really he just got a fetish. You know what I'm saying? Beauty is not subjective. Beauty is objective. Majority of men will call certain women beautiful and certain women ugly. It's just in us. For the most part, if a woman is if she's really attractive, the majority of men gonna say that they are attractive. But Jake have low standards, man. You see, you might get him a so-called black woman, he gonna get a fine, classy, natural haired black woman. Mild mannered, good attitude. You know what I'm saying? But Jake would get a big fat black whore and go crazy and totally run out of his wits because you can't control your lust. All because she got ass. But she smelled like Black and Miles and has a wig with the umbrellas on, long fit, you know, like at some point that shit is not even supposed to be attractive to you. Okay, so that's the point, man. Jake gotta. How many times do we have to see a Jake end up dead or behind bars behind bitches like this? Okay, look at these comments. She's so raw. Like, people really like this shit. This show, look, only one good comment. The fact that we glorify this music is sad. We are really going backwards, right? At least there's a couple people that got sense, but the majority of our people are dead and they're done. They're brain dead. If you think this is good music, you're a 2/3. Pretty much, man. Okay. And if you are gung ho about women like this and you're just all into them, I don't know, man. I'm looking at you sideways. I'm sorry. Okay. It is what it is. So again, like, I don't want to make this video too long, man, but how many times did he have to say? Okay, these women are your enemy. These black women are your biggest enemy, man. All wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. I find it more bitter than death, the woman whose heart is snares and nets. The wicked woman is given to a wicked man. How many scriptures we gotta read? Going all the way back to the beginning. Now we at the end. Shouldn't no brothers be getting, bent out of shape over Eve, man. Not over Keisha, man. This is Micah chapter 7 and 8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Right, because the so-called black man doesn't have any real power to demand that the black woman get in shape, take care of herself. That's why they walk around 300 pounds at 5'4", without any shame. It's because they know black men are still going to kiss their ass and call them a queen, because they don't have no dick discipline. Unlike Esau got dick discipline, because Esau ain't even really like that into women anyway. You know what I'm saying? Women is Jake's weaknesses. Esau don't get weak over women like that. Okay? So the black woman know that Jake is gonna take her shit regardless. That's why you don't see no black, majority of white women getting fat. When they get fat, white men don't deal with them no more. They know that. Once they get to a certain weight, they're off limits. Now she's for Jake now. Jake will happily scoop her up. I got me a thick snow bunny, man. Esau's leftovers and think they doing something. Okay? So, and all of that is part of the indignation of the Lord. That's a curse that the Lord put upon us, Our women shall be whores in the streets. So that's a punishment the Lord put upon us, having our women act this way. The scripture says he's going to discover their secret parts. Okay? And the world is seeing this, and that's a reflection of the so-called black man. No matter how separated and divided we are, we are, you know, the other nations still going to see us as counterparts. So black men are doing themselves a disservice by dealing with these women. You making yourself look shameful. All right. Again, verse 10, and this is the point. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets. And these women are going to get trodden down. They got to get trodden down, man. Look at these women in that video. You going to tell me they don't need to die? They got to go. Okay? Straight up. You know, and it probably was a blood sacrifice that she did, but you can see judgment is following these people like this. And there's much more trotting down to be done. And it's going to be done by your lover, the so-called white man. And you're going to have a lot of these jakes that's beyond bars and, you know, bent out of shape over Keisha. When the lights go out, they finna come kill you hoes. Okay? So we about to see our enemy, one of our main enemies go down. That's Keisha, man. And you remember she your enemy, man. Don't ever forget that. Okay? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop right there. Lord willing was edifying with that. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Next one, Shalom.